At this moment, Zyro rambled to himself like a lunatic. On the dimensional battlefield, it was possible to have this level of cultivation. Post, *PFFT*, this kid is slightly stronger than I was back then. However, small fry in the end, I have to be careful not to completely ruin his body, otherwise Tan will probably be heartbroken. The urge to beat this kid up keeps getting stronger, but why is this guy still on the dimensional battlefield? I remember that at this time, back at the Sect, Aoyur watched the scene speechless. He peed his pants while thinking, I am gonna die, if I attack, I'll die, if I don't attack, I'll also die. How powerful is this aura? It's like an abyss, just one glance almost threw my soul into chaos. Do I need to take advantage of him turning his back, to wall out, and bet on that nearly non-existent chance? Zyro read the kid's inner thoughts and immediately replied, then you'd probably die even more decisively. The kid still hadn't realized this, but silently agreed, thinking, I guess yes right. Should I surrender? I learned a few creative surrender poses from my former subordinates. Zyro answered for him again, that's not very good. I personally prefer the original version. It would be quite surprising. It was at this moment that Yaohiro realized all his thoughts were being read by Zyro. We exclaimed inwardly, what's going on? Is he talking to me? Can he hear my inner thoughts? Zyro rambled nonsense in response again. Think random things. How could anyone know mind reading techniques? You're too superstitious. Yaohiro thought inwardly. He definitely knows mind reading, and he hasn't stopped. Zyro continued rambling. How can you suddenly slander someone's integrity like this? If you don't believe me, try thinking of something else. So Yaohiro immediately cursed inwardly, F***CKU, which left Zyro speechless. Annoyed beyond belief, Zyro punched the kid's face. Damn, I didn't see that a plant like person like you was actually so capable. I never met you back then, but since you've appeared this time, it's definitely due to our fated connection. Let me think, your other abilities are negligible, but your aging ability isn't very restrained, which could cause significant trouble for the Sect in the future. First, I'll seal a part of it, leaving you only the ability to control the life, aging, sickness, and death of plants. However, when the Heaven's Gate opens later, your abilities will automatically be unsealed. I want you to use your full power on that person who least resembles a living being. As for now, I have a place that's very suitable for you. Zyro snapped his fingers and brought the kid back to the territory of the Starfall continent. Then he continued, under this floating island, the entire Starfall continent will be your territory from now on. In heaven and on earth, only my 10,000 ancient strongest Sect reign supreme. Under Tan, you only obey Gen Chang Zyro. Agree and LARP, disagree and die. The kid wouldn't be stupid enough to disagree. This junior thanks the Venerable for granting me the opportunity to follow you. This junior will definitely dedicate my heart and soul to the 10,000 ancient strongest Sect. Thurhun, this will be the wisest decision you'll ever make. You'll understand that martial emperors, heaven, level ranks, and the like are just children playing house. Your future is the vast starry sea. While he was rambling, Renshan suddenly stepped forward to interrupt and ask, are you still the Sect master? You sealed Buhan's ability, and old G is very old now. What should we do? Seeing Renshan completely unharmed, Aohiro couldn't help but exclaim in surprise. No way, how can this be? You're completely unaffected by my aging domain. My domain has some flaws, but even heaven-level cultivators find it hard to detect. How could you? Zyro immediately answered for him. What is there to be surprised about? This is Renshan, the son of the dimension, the karma snatcher, and the forever, indestructible prize, drawing holy body. He is standing right there. Even I would find it difficult to harm him. Your aging domain wants to harm him, only if he sincerely wants to grow up a bit. Then he turned to ask Renshan, that's right, what's our Sect's #1 rule currently? Anyway, Renshan replied, it is constantly changing. I don't remember which one it is either. Hearing this, Zyro sighed, still too young, playing around with such flashy nonsense. I guess our 10,000 ancient strongest Sect will eventually have only one eternal principle, before going out each day, though to Renshan first, after many years of study and comparison, one's luck increases significantly. At this moment, the old guys arrived, coughing *KH letter 1E5 KH letter 1E5 *. Zyro turned to deal with them immediately. As for you old guys, it's simple. As soon as he finished speaking, he stomped the ground and sent Yaohiro flying upward. Then he gave its trunk a loud kick, causing it to spray saliva everywhere, spitting at the old men, causing the young ones to be restored to their original appearance. They couldn't help but sigh in admiration. The stranger possesses unfathomable strength. The opponents we couldn't resist are like ants to him. As for Thick Lips, he began to doubt his existence. How could this be? How could Jun Changsal be this powerful? 2 levels higher than our martial emperor. Doesn't that mean I'll never succeed in getting revenge? Or maybe, Brother Zyro immediately corrected his internal monologue. Or perhaps I should join the myriad ancient strongest Sect. I'll prepare my resume first. With my devouring power, I should at least pass the initial selection round. Damn you, it's bad enough you read my mind, but why did you add dialogue without permission? Zyro replied, seeing you break out in a cold sweat, I help stimulate your psychological activity. Furthermore, Brother Zyro grabbed the young man's head. Little brat, have a great destiny with my myriad ancient Sect. If an unfortunate connection counts as a connection, he immediately teleported the young man back to the myriad ancient strongest sect. I know you can accept this for now. Just go to our sect test prison for some ideological construction first. Invincible myriad ancient prison welcomes another male guest. Holy crap, sect master, that doesn't feel right, but I actually sensed it. You're the sect master, what's wrong with you? As expected of the man I can surpass, you're much stronger than you were back then. However, my path in this life isn't over yet. Who wins and who loses this time around is still unknown. Suddenly, a voice called out, BunRv, forcing the VIP soul inside Brother Zyro to be knocked out. Tension. I felt strange just now, but now I am certain it is you. Dear, you've been very well behaved this time, coming home without a single scratch. The system, having been kicked out mid-where, felt more bitter than eating chili. Down that bloody bastard. No, I can let him feed me this much PDA. As punishment, I want to tell you about those little demons approaching for now. Back on the dimensional battlefield, Demon Flower looked up at the floating island and sighed in amazement, unable to sense any energy fluctuations at all. This floating island is truly miraculous. The power of the myriad ancient strongest sect is truly astonishing. What was the name of the continent where the sect is located? I think it was the Starfall continent. Why does the transmission gate to the Starfall continent faintly emit a familiar aura? Could it be such a coincidence? Did that seed of mine just happen to fly to the Starfall continent as well? Scene changed to the supreme profound sacred sect. Brother who was urinating indiscriminately at the base of a tree. Suddenly, the voice spoke up. The entire supreme profound sacred sect knows that this is Mr. Who's place of secluded cultivation. Brother who turned back to look. A tear opened in space. I never expected that even though Mr. Who works in administration, he possesses such strong sensing abilities. A person peeked out and continued, I am Ghost Charm from the Demonic Emperor sect, and I have come specifically to discuss a business deal with Mr. The Demonic Emperor sect, or you remnants of the demonic path. Did the demon extermination campaign from some time ago fail to completely wipe you out? My demonic path is flourishing. How could we possibly be harmed by a siege from a few minor sects? On the contrary, Mr. Thor, your current position at the supreme profound sacred sect is a bit awkward. You are the sect master's advisor, possessing vast knowledge and understanding everything that happens on the continent. I only know a little, but I don't believe you came all this way just to compliment me a few times. Fuji thought to himself, what do you mean? Grasp clearly in your palm. It is just processed intelligence and situational conclusions provided by G. Hall. The man continued, you have helped the Taikshu Insane sect make many wise decisions, but because you are an administrative person, you ultimately don't have enough authority to speak up. Most importantly, your initial intention when joining the Taikshu Insane sect is always ignored by them. Isn't that right? Have you forgotten the deep-seated hatred between you and the V1EA1 and ancient strongest sect? The Taikshu Insane sect exploits your intellect but never mentions your vendetta. Dear, Fuji couldn't help but think, wow, this is an idiot delivering himself right to my doorstep. Fuji turned away, holding back his laughter, and replied, the Taikshu Insane sect treats me quite well. As for the grievances with the V1EA1 and ancient strongest sect, I be already come to terms with it and want to pursue it further. Puffed, quickly shut up. Can't laugh out loud. Despite holding back laughter, the kid still insisted on continuing. Looking at your struggling and pained expression, I know you absolutely haven't let go. Don't try to deceive me. We have investigated very thoroughly. Your hidden methods have also been uncovered by us. Your nephew, Sugao Cheng, you arranged for him to approach the Supreme Elder's Grand Order, Taikshu Insane Sect's senior disciple Sister Zir Shuyan. You surely wanted to rope an Elder Zir and increase your influence within the Taikshu Insane Sect, right? Not a bad scheme. Doing so could indeed increase your influence and make the Taikshu Insane Sect take action against the V1EA1 and ancient sect. You really have succeeded. Now Zir Shuyan trusts Sugao Cheng. Parvar. Just look at your expression of surprise. You probably didn't expect us to be able to investigate such secret matters, did you? Hearing the foolish kid, Fuji couldn't help but feel inwardly annoyed. Suzairomo, Suzairomo, this old man is a professional spy here, and you come here to flirt with girls, and the most beautiful one at that. The man, still oblivious to his own stupidity, continued, Mr. Thor, don't show such an angry expression. You must realize that if I reveal your plan to the higher ups of the Taikshu Insane sect, whether they choose to believe it or not, the plan you have long nurtured will be completely ruined. Fuji humored the kid and replied, what kind of transaction do you, Daradosh, your Demon Emperor sect, want to make with me? The Demon Tao has been suppressed for thousands of years, almost having its lineage severed by the Night Emperor. However, our current sect master and vice sect master are both talented individuals, and we have decided to begin annexing the Starfall continent and reclaim everything stolen by the Orthodox path. The main initial targets are Tier 3 and Tier 4 sects. However, for deterrence, the methods might be somewhat brutal and bloody. Our sect master doesn't want a direct confrontation with a long-standing Tier 1 sect like the Taikshu Insane sect too soon. Therefore, we hope Mr. Who can help influence the Taikshu Insane sect's decisions, slowing down their response speed. If you can provide some advance intelligence to us, that would be even better. As compensation, we will take action against the V1EA1 and ancient strongest sect and completely wipe it out in an instant. Upon hearing this, Fuji immediately choked on his saliva. How can someone be so stupid? Damn, I couldn't hold back. I've been away from the sect for too long. Pretending to be serious feels a bit unfamiliar, and my resistance to laughing is low. The other party will probably suspect something. I must figure out a way to compensate. The cage, still oblivious, continued, Mr. Thor, you're laughing scornfully because you think we were saying something too trivial, right? The V1EA1 and ancient strongest sect truly isn't an ordinary sect. It is practically like a tier 1 sect, only lacking the step of renaming itself V1EA1 and ancient sane sect. But if we dare to propose cooperation with you, we are absolutely certain we can deal with the V1EA1 and ancient strongest sect. Within 1 week, we will act. Mr. Thor, just wait for the good news. Finishing his words, the kid quickly left, leaving Huji utterly speechless. Based on the ick level of this demon Dao representative, I can probably guess how they were destroyed back then. However, I am very curious about how they managed to survive until now with this level of intelligence. This was also Sect Master Zyro's question when reading the secret report sent back by Huji. Then he turned and instructed, Ting Yang, you read this too. Arrange for the inner disciples to stay for a meeting later. After all, the demon Dao has survived for so many years. Old and not dead is a monster. It is best to be highly vigilant. Alright, let us continue. Sect Master Zyro and Tan Tan offered incense together. Sect Master Zyro called out, Happy New Year, please protect the V1EA1 and ancient strongest sect so everything goes smoothly. Money flows in like water, the BunRv channel develops continuously, the sect reaches new heights, the disciples' cultivation progresses, the sect master gets handsomer and handsomer, and the senior disciple sister gives birth to a noble child soon. Puffed, puffed, Tan Tan immediately reminded him, don't add things arbitrarily, my goodness. After that, the entire sect bowed down in unison. They were bowing to Ren Shan. They put Ren Shan on the altar too.